Okay, next we will indicate the center lines. So how do we display the center lines? We will go to the show model annotates, click on this icon here, and we will go all the way to the back of this icon here, which is similar to the datums. And we will select the views that we're going to put on the center line. Just click onto the view, for example the front view here, and you should be able to see the center line portion here, and there's a list of center lines that you need to indicate. You can select one by one, okay, and once you select the center line, you'll be able to see the tick of the indicated center line, or you can actually select all. So all the center lines will be indicated in the drawings itself. Then you can click apply, and then the center line will be shown under here. So next we will do for all the views here. So you just click onto the views here, make sure that all the views are select all, and then just apply. Same for this case, select all, apply. Okay. And what if you have some center lines that you think is not necessary to indicate, or you want to delete away, you can go to the so-called the notes here, the right top view here. There is a center lines datums here, which you can actually delete it away. So for this one is a right view. So your right view itself, you can actually see that which are the center lines that is not necessary. So you can just, if you need, you can just remove it away. Next, I will be creating the notes. So how to create the floating notes? So we can go to the notes here under the annotate here. There's a notes portion here. So we click on the notes, and we will make it float 3 point. So you will indicate maybe from here. Just left mouse button here, and you can type in the words front, for example, view, and you can just left mouse button again. It will be so-called fix on the notes. Okay, so this will be one portion. If you need leader notes, so you will just indicate, drag down the list, and you can indicate a leader notes. So this is a leader notes, so you can just click notes lever, and then just indicate maybe indicate this whole here, and you can add in the notes for this case with the mouse button. Sorry, let me go back again. Leader notes, indicate the up here with the mouse button, and you can check this is the threaded hole. Okay, then with the mouse button, then this one will be indicated in the drawings here. Next, we'll be creating the tables. So tables, you will go to the under the table layouts here. There are two ways of creating the table. So one is the creating a table inside the drawing itself, and there's another way which you can create outside the drawing, which means you do it in the Excel sheet, and then you import the Excel to the drawing to the drawings. So now I'm going to show you do within the drawing itself. So maybe I create a table, let's say 5x3. So I can just click this 5x3 area, and then you will drag, you will see a table outline here, and then you just maybe want to put inside this area. So left mouse button, and that will be the table that will be created. So if the size of it is not you intended to have, so you can just double click here, okay, and you can adjust the width and height if you need. So just adjust the width and height. There is two ways of adjusting the width and height. You can use the drawing units, so this is in terms standard in terms of mm, or you can use the characters. So number of characters indicate the length of this the width of the column. So let's say if we increase this to 15 characters, you will be able to see that the length actually increases, the unit increases to 34. So you can either use this as a reference, or use this as a reference to indicate the width of the columns. Adjusting the rows, you can untick here, and you can adjust the height also based on the characters and drawing units. So writing the words inside, so you can also add in, double click the box that you want. You can write in the notes, so you can just write approval, for example, double click drawn. Okay, so these are some of the examples you can use it to indicate the notes inside the table. Okay, next, you can actually import the table or table to the drawing itself. So we go into the Excel sheet here to create the table. So from here we can create a table. Let's say items, for example, materials, and quantity, and this is serial number. Yes. Okay, so I have rows, and maybe I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 columns and 4 rows. Okay, so once you have created this, you just can put it anywhere, so not to worry, you can just put it anywhere. Okay, and you just need to make sure that the way you save it, it has to be in a certain format. So save as, I will put back to the IRP folder, which is the one that I used, which is IRP2 Creo. So I will put it under sample table. Okay, now the save as type, you have to indicate that it is CSV comma delimited, so it's .csv file. Okay, and you will save it. Yes. Okay, now going back to the Creo itself, we will call out the files. So just go to from table. So go to the from table, and you will just call out the file itself. So go to desktop, IRP2 Creo. The type we will have to choose CSV table type, and you automatically will be able to see the sample table.csv. So double click here, and the box will be shown. Just with the mouse button. I'm sorry. Double click again. Go to the desktop. IRP2 Creo CSV. Double click here. Now don't middle mouse button. Please take note, it will be left mouse button, and you'll be able to show the table here. So same thing, you can double click on the icon here to type in the notes. So I do, let's say, okay. So width of this you can adjust also if you need. Okay. So to adjust the width, you can click here. Okay, left mouse button, highlight the row that you want to click, want to adjust, right? Then go to the height and width portion, and you can adjust the height and the width of the columns. Next, we'll be creating detailed views. So we go to the layout, and you will see under the projection view, there's what we call the detail view. So sometimes the view is too small. We need to enlarge that certain view or features of it. We will use this what we call the detail view. So how to create a detail view? Just middle mouse, left mouse button, click on the detail view, and you will select, okay, the detail view that you want to enlarge. So you will see that you can highlight the edges of it. Just click on one of the edges, and there will be a cross showing. So you just go across and create a round boundary on this so-called the features that you want to enlarge. So I will start from here. So the circle need not be a perfect circle, but make sure it's you close the loop. So just make sure that you close the loop. Okay, so every left mouse click will have a point here. So just make sure that the point is indicated, and close the loop here. Once you close the loop, all the loops already, you just middle mouse button, and it will show you the so-called the A, indicated A here, and you will middle mouse button again, left mouse button, sorry, and indicate the sectional, the detailed views of the features. So this will be how you create the detailed views. So you can actually change the scale of it. So what you can do is double click on this view and you can change the scale. Let's say maybe I want it to be 4 times more. Just click 4 and apply. It will be 4 times bigger. Moving the view, you have to unlock here and you have to shift it to somewhere which is convenient to see on the sectional view, and you lock it back. Next, we will be creating the sectional views. So how do we create the sectional views? We can create it in 2 ways. Okay, so one is created the section view in the 3D and then you put it into your drawings, or you can actually create a sectional view in the 2D and use it directly. So I will show you the one we created in the 3D and we bring it to the drawing itself. So if you take a look at your 3D part file, the sectional views has already been created. So how do I see whether there is a sectional view in the 3D part file? You will have to go to the view itself and you will see view, manage view, and under the manage view there's a section here, so you can click on the section and you can see that there is a indicate here. So this is really pre-created by me, so you need not create the sectional view from here. So you can actually change the view, let's say to hidden, and you'll be able to see these hatch lines here. So this is the sectional view that has been created. Okay, going back to the drawing, how do we call it out from the drawing itself? So make sure you active this drawing first before we start anything. So now I'm going to create a sectional view under here. Okay, this view under the right view here. So double click on the right view and you go to the section mode, go to 2D, go to plus, and you will be able to see this tick A view will be there. So just click on the tick A view and move all the way to the back to show where is the arrow going to be displayed. So the view that will be displaying the arrow will be the front view. You can click apply and you can see the arrow of the A cutting directions and the sectional views of the AA. Okay, so this is how you call out the sectional views from the 3D. Okay, you can edit the views here also. So view display you can put with non-hiddens, apply, and you can tidy up the arrow, so-called position. Just click left mouse button and make sure the cursor is in the cross mode, and you can adjust the arrow accordingly, the position of the arrow accordingly. So you can adjust the word also, or you can adjust the arrow itself. Okay. Okay, next I will be showing you how to create the sectional view within the drawing itself. So we go back to the same view that we want to display the sectional view, double click here and we go sections, 2D. Now instead of using back the one that is created, we go for create new and then you use the planer. So we will use the plane or the datums, okay, origin datums as the cutting plane. Okay, so I'll use planer, done, and I will call it B instead. Okay, just call it B to identify as a different sectional view. Just click done. So they will ask me which plane are you going to select. So you have to ensure that your datums are turned on. So your plane display has to be turned on. So I will make sure that this is turned on and I will select the datums that is going to be used. So this is the datums that are going to be used. So you make sure that you select the datum plane, which is the right in this case. So click on the right and you will be able to see the the right plane is ticked. Go to the arrow display boundary, same thing, we will select this region as the arrow display. So just click apply and you will see the same result from here. Okay, next we will create the PDF. So PDF, there's a few versions, so I will show you one of it. Go to the Save As, and you can go to